but I don't find any people over here. Oh, no one is here. There's no participant. हाँ वही। ठीक है, अगर कोई आएगा तो हम कोई। हाँ वो मैंने देखा। वो मैंने देखा, अगर कोई आएगा तो। हाँ ठीक है, अगर कोई आएगा तो मैं स्टार्ट। नहीं, यूट्यूब का लोग नहीं खोला। अच्छा अच्छा, ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है। अच्छा अच्छा। ओ। हाँ खोल तो लिया है. ओके. हेलो डॉक्टर अंकित, प्रणाम. डू यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन? गुड आफ्टरनून, राज मेहता. हेलो धनराज प्रजापति. So if you have some questions, then we can discuss. Yes, Dhanraj, you were saying you are facing one problem while using simulation software. Yeah, what problem it is? Unless you tell the problem, how can I solve? And Raj Mehta, you are saying, could you give any information regarding type of questions in exam? Yes, type of question. First of all, you have to you have to. Okay, actually there is a delay, so I'll not be able to answer your question immediately you ask. So you have to bear with me. Yes, so actually there was a problem with the earpiece. So let me answer your questions one by one. First of all, there are two sets of people over here. One in the YouTube and other in the in the Microsoft Teams. I think in Microsoft Teams we have Anjana, Bablu Chauhan. So welcome both of you, Anjana and Bablu Chauhan. Bablu Chauhan, I have received your email and I have answered your question also. So I hope you have got the answer. And then, Raj Mehta, I'll begin with you. So you are saying that could you give me any information regarding type of questions in exam? Type of question, it will be the type of question that you have encountered in part A. So you might now understand that in the assignments, I have given the problem in two parts, part A and part B. So part A contains the question which are you can answer those questions without even opening your software based on the figures and other information that have been given in the question paper. On that basis only you can answer those questions. And part B, you have to solve the problem after opening the software. Now, as in the exam hall, you will not be able to have any access of the Aspen Plus software. So I have not included part B type questions over there. So all the questions in exam that will be similar to part A type questions. So you do not need the software to answer those questions. So I hope I have answered your question. Now, if you ask me whether it is MCQ or so I have got another guest over here, Ashok Kumar, welcome. So I have Raj Mehta. I hope I have answered your questions. Now, if you want to know whether it will be MCQ, whether it will be fill in the blanks or whatever, it can be anything. It can be MCQ, it can be fill in the blanks, it can be true, false, like that. So Ankit Kumar is saying, first of all, thank you for wonderful lectures. Okay, thanks. Welcome, Dr. Ankit. I appreciate. Dhanraj Prajapati is saying, I have mailed it to your team. That software shows me license expired after 3 days of installation. License had an issue in the very beginning because we had to begin the session without this year's license. Actually, we had the license expired sometime around 15th August. But I believe the matter has been resolved by after 15th August. So license expiry should not be a problem for you, Dhanraj. Ankit Kumar is saying, sir, during solving assignment, I have solved problems at the time values. At the time, values were converging, but when we see answers, some of my answers were wrong. I don't understand the question, Dr. Ankit. You have solved the problems at the time, values were converging, but when we see answers, some of my answers were wrong. Well, probably, I hope you are talking about part B type questions. Actually, in part B, I have given the problem and I have given the input data. Perhaps you have done some mistake in giving inputs, and that is the reason why you have got some other answers after convergence. So if you put the correct answers, if you input the correct data, then you are supposed to get the
answers that have been, revealed after the assignment, because I have done each and every problem I have solved myself. And after solving those problems, then only I have given them in the assignment sheets. So I believe they are error-free. Even if you feel that some of them are not error-free, then you can write to me. I will definitely answer. I'll definitely look into it. Or if you feel that some of the problems you have done correctly, but still it is showing incorrect result, then you can send me your BKP file, the backup file. You can email it to me. I will look into it. Okay, so how to find that my simulation is right or wrong? Yeah, I have answered your question. Raj Mehta, thank you, sir. Yeah, welcome. Up to which date we will have the access of software? Ideally, after the exam, you will not have any access of the software, because the access to the software has been given up to your exam. Okay, so after the exam, you are not supposed to have the access. So access will be taken out. Okay. And yeah, I have 4 guests I think 3 guests, Bablu Chauhan, Anjana, and Ashok Kumar. So do you have any questions? Bablu, Anjana, and Ashok?
Sir, I've posted my question in the chat box.
One minute, let me.
Hello. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, Anjana, you are audible.
Yeah, I've posted my question in the chat box, sir. So the type of question you have answered, and about the timings, exam timings, and also duration of the exam.
Okay, Anjana. So your question is about the exam timing. So those are the details NPTEL people will only tell you. I mean, I do not have those information. So you have to write to the NPTEL. You can write to me, then I can forward those emails to the NPTEL officials, because those informations I do not have. Okay.
So one more doubt. So in the
Yes.
exam, the question pattern will be of part A type. That is, without the help of
Exactly.
software, we can able to write the answers with the
Yes.
given data
Yes,
and the
Anjana.
question. Okay.
Yes, Anjana, you are correct. You are correct.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, Bablu Chauhan is writing through YouTube. Bablu, you are already in the you are already there in Microsoft Teams, so you can talk also, no problem. So Bablu is asking, please demonstrate how to add user-defined component in specification section. User-defined component in specification section. I have already showed you, this is in the lecture. I think you can see it in the lecture, how to write the user-defined component. You have to enter certain values like boiling point, the viscosity, there are a few data that you have to give. So actually, these are the things which are very rarely used in Aspen, because as you know, in Aspen Plus they have the database of almost all the components that are there present in today's world. So you will hardly find any component which has not been coded in Aspen. So you just have to get the data. You have to know the name of the component and you have to call it. Okay. So even if you feel that some of the components are not matching with the type that you are looking for, you can use it. But you just see my lecture. I have already showed how to add the user-defined component. Ankit Kumar is saying, sir, how can I find lectures for plant dynamics and control? Plant dynamics and control, I don't understand which lectures you are talking about, Ankit. Details lecture for plant dynamics and control. Okay, perhaps you are talking about the lecture number, lecture number 30, I believe, 30 or 29 or so. Just let me check. Okay, last lecture, I believe, lecture number 35. So yes, Ankit, lecture number 35, I have discussed about plant dynamics and control. But that is Aspen Plus Dynamics. Yeah. Now, I have not prepared any detailed lecture on that. It's just a 1-hour lecture that is there. Now, I definitely have a plan to build a lecture series dedicated for Aspen Plus Dynamics. So yeah, Ankit, you are right. I have given only one lecture for dynamics and control. So I have not built up, but I have a plan to build up a lecture series on plant dynamics and control that is dedicated for Aspen Plus Dynamics, because there are a lot of things we can discuss about. But no, I do not have any such lectures with me. I'll definitely do it in future. But for the time being, you can search in the internet. In YouTube also, there are plenty of Aspen Dynamics, Aspen Plus. But in YouTube, most of the lectures, I know that they have talked about Aspen HYSYS. Okay. Aspen Plus Dynamics, somehow people do not touch them much. They prefer more Aspen HYSYS. There the dynamics and control things are taken care of. So if you are really interested to learn dynamics and control through Aspen, I suggest you to go for Aspen HYSYS, not Aspen Plus. Okay, and I have a plan to build up a lecture series on both Aspen Plus Dynamics and Aspen HYSYS, but I have not done it yet. And I have proposed a lecture series on Aspen Plus, advanced course on Aspen Plus. There I will discuss about the other part, like the part that I have not discussed during Aspen Plus basics, mainly solid handling and the related stuff. Once that is done, then I will take up this Aspen Plus Dynamics. Is there any possibility to learn directly with you? Directly with me means I don't understand. I could work on any project which will be guided by you. Well, if you, I don't know, you are already a doctorate, Ankit. So I do not know how it is possible. Because if you are a student, if you are a BTech student, I could have told you, okay, why don't you join IIT Guwahati as a MTech student or PhD student, then I can guide you. Otherwise, it is, I do not know how it is possible. Unless you are here as a student in our campus, it's very difficult for me to guide a student remotely, you know. It has logistical problems. Okay, there are very few people in Microsoft Teams. I do not know why people have not joined over there.
So one more doubt. During the exam, will there be any essay type of questions?
No, Anjana, there will be no essay type question. There will be only the type of question that I have asked during assignments, the part A type questions. Only that type of question. No essay type, nothing. I mean, it will be either MCQ or fill in the blanks or true false, like that. No essay type question.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Yeah, Bablu is asking, I want to learn advanced Aspen. Please release the session earliest. Yes, Bablu, I also want people to learn Aspen Plus Advanced. I will try to release it as fast as possible. Thank you. Madhura Chincholi is asking, can we access the Aspen Plus NPTEL lectures after the course end? Yes, I think it is possible. So you can access the Aspen Plus NPTEL lectures after the course ends also. It's not a problem. And Shahil Solanki is saying, how many questions are asked in exam? I prepared the question paper long back, so I don't exactly remember. But definitely you can finish up the paper within the given time. That is for sure. Arun Chalakuti Sudarshan is asking, there was no link shared with us for joining M-Team. Well, that's a problem. I think NPTEL Queen, Kallol, if you are there, Rekha, if you are there, you can just take up this thing. Somebody has not got the link for MS Team. Okay, Arun Chalakuti Sudarshan, the IITG team is saying that they have already shared it in the portal. Probably you have not checked it. Yeah, Bablu Chauhan is also supporting IITG. The team link is available over there in the announcement section. So Arun, probably you have missed those things. Okay. Tawqir Sharif is asking, can we access Aspen Plus software license after the course? No. Tawqir, it is not possible because Aspen Plus software license has been given only only up to the duration of the course. So we cannot one minute, sorry. Yeah, sorry for the disturbance. Some important phone call came. Yes, Tawqir, what I was saying that Aspen Plus software license has been given only for the course, learning of the course. So after the course ends, you will not get the access. Bablu Chauhan, thank you for your access. And Anjana has asked something. Let me check what she says. Sir, what about Aspen HiSys software course for beginners, same like Aspen Plus for beginners? Could you prepare a session for this if possible? Yes, Anjana, I definitely would like to do it, but I do not know when I can do because first I have to go for Aspen Plus Advanced. So I have proposed a course on Aspen Plus Advanced. Once it is done, then I can think of Aspen HiSys. So I do have plans, but I do not know when that will happen. Okay, so that's what it is. Yes, Arun Chalakudi, finally you have come to this MS team. Welcome. Yes, Bablu, no one has any queries, so I do not know. Probably everybody has learned everything. If you have queries, you can please ask. Yeah, everybody is concerned about exam pattern, and I have already answered that question. So Arun is asking, will it be like asking full forms and other theoretical questions as seen in the assignment? I don't know what is full form. Other theoretical questions. Yeah, I mean, whatever the questions that I have asked during the assignments. Yeah, LHHW full form. Yes, I think I can ask those questions because they are, yeah, Bablu. So I, I think I can ask those questions. There is no harm in asking those questions because you should know what it is. And LHHW, it has nothing to do with Aspen Plus. It is a chemical engineering question. Okay, so any chemical engineering question you should know. I mean, that is the basic for your Aspen Plus course, right? Yes, then our preparation will be oriented in that way. We have to know what all equations are used in property method, etc. Okay. Probably yes, Arun. Can I know the pass percentage in previous exams? Yes, Arun. Actually, pass percent is very high. If I remember correctly, it's more than 80 to 85% pass. It's very high percentage. I don't think you should worry about the pass percentage. How many questions will be there? So Anjana is asking how many questions will be there. Actually, I forgot the actual number. And out of 100 marks, yeah, it is out of 100 marks. But I think it is 50 questions I have asked. 50 questions, around 50 or so. No, Bablu, there is no negative marking. No negative marking at all. Bablu, I don't understand your question. What is the mark of one question? Sorry, I don't understand your question. Marks per question. I think it is 2 marks per question. If it is 50 marks, 50 questions, 100 marks means 52, 2 marks per question, like that. Yes, Arun, you are absolutely welcome to keep in touch with me for continuing Aspen education through official email ID, even after the course. Yeah, I mean, you can always contact me through official email ID of IITG. I mean, but I do not know how far the Aspen education will continue, because I can give you suggestions and recommendation on and off, but the continued education like this can be done only in MOOCs forum. Okay. But you are always welcome. I mean, I'll be happy to keep in touch with you all guys. Bablu is asking why exam is computer based if Aspen software was not used. That is how we can take the exam, Bablu. Logistical question. Yeah, Anjana is asking, will it be any question like we need to solve the question manually? Manually solve? No. I don't know what you mean by manually, but if probably some arithmetic calculations are required, you may have to do like 350 by 2 or 500 into 3. That kind of is okay. Calculate reflux ratio. No, actually, the questions, I mean, always you should ask this question yourself. Have you come across anything of that sort in part A? Whatever you have come across in part A is a similar kind. So um, there, if you have not come across any manual, any question to be done manually, here also you'll not be able to, here also you'll not face that kind of question. Bablu, I have probably answered your question. There will be no pen and paper method, everything on software. Yeah, Simon Pani is asking, so is it possible to ask doubt regarding assignment questions? Yeah, definitely. You can ask questions on assignments also. Arun is asking, what I understand now is that I have to try and memorize most of the common items used in Aspen drop-down list. What options are there and what is not there? Well, Arun, it is not that. It is not that. I have not asked any question which you cannot, which will require you to have Aspen in place. Okay. So although I understand your concern, but the questions will not be so such that you need Aspen Plus software for that. You don't have to memorize like that drop down list and all. No, you don't have to. Okay, CET, I believe people do not have much questions. So I think we can end this session.